Hello and welcome back to episode 4, part 2, which definitely is also part 1. We just totally didn't have an issue with the sound, and any accusations thereof are, of course, false, slanderous, and accusatory in a wrong sense. Today, we've got the fouriest of all episodes, episode 4. We've got a wonderful group of folks today. We've got friends and good folks playing today's game. I will start with our top middle. We've got B. B, if you could please introduce yourself, introduce your character, and also state if you had to choose the bottom half of a centaur to switch up with a different animal, what would you pick?
Hi, I'm B. I'm playing a female dwarf this time. I don't play girls, so give me a break in the comments, please. My character's name is Ayla, and I like all things pink, glittery, cute. As far as centaurs go, gosh, it's almost like I had a pre-arranged answer for this. I'm gonna have to go with beaver again, because having a tail would probably be cool. Anyways.
This is almost as though the sound file for the original stream of this got somehow corrupted because of someone's glaring oversight. Who could have anticipated that would have been the case? Whew, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I. Next on our top right, we're looking towards Owen. Owen, if you could please introduce yourself, introduce and describe your character, and then also indicate your favorite animal to swap out for a horse in a centaur situation.
Perfect, no problem. So hey guys, my name's Owen, playing D&D for about, well, I said 7 hours, now it's 7.5 hours total, lifetime. So today I'm playing Cuchulainn, based on the same name from Irish mythology. He's a Goliath. Please don't hate the comments. Basically a Goliath barbarian, and has all the characteristics thereof. The centaur situations, I had said, like in my head I was thinking hermit crab, almost as if like this was something that had come up before. But now that I like on reflection, I would almost say the bottom half of a minotaur, and really mix it up by not mixing it up at all.
Fuck, that's a good one.
That is a good one. That's a lot. No, that's
spicy.
Yeah. Next towards our middle left, we've got Michael. Michael, if you could please also introduce yourself, describe your character, and indicate the animal that you'd love to swap out with a horse.
My name's Michael. I've been playing D&D for a little while. First time on stream here. My character is Dirk Graves. He is a cowboy who accidentally made a wish on a can of beans, which unknown to him was where a genie was trapped, so he's now a warlock. And because I couldn't think of anything else, since my not original answer, I'm going to say chameleon, because it'd be funny to see somebody walking around with those weird chameleon toes.
Love it. I love that.
And yes, only the bottom half can change color.
That's good stuff.
But it stays flesh tone, because it can.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got our middle. We've got Dave. Dave, if you could please introduce yourself, describe your character, and also indicate your animal that you'd love to swap out with the bottom portion of a centaur.
Hi, I'm Dave. I am playing Lurpu, the level 2 lizard folk barbarian surfer dude. And as far as the animal I would swap out, I'm going to stick with mine from earlier and go with a giraffe, because he'd be really tall.
Awesome. We are looking at middle to right-hand side. James, if you could please also introduce yourself and describe your character, and indicate the animal you'd want to swap.
Yeah. My name is James. My character is Lorcar, half-orc fighter who lives off the land. The animal I would swap out with would be a ferret. I don't know, I just think it would be hilarious. It'd be almost funnier if the ferret had free reign.
I love that. Just the
Like the ferret's in control. The guy's just like, oh, come on.
There was they did that in like Rick and Morty. There was an episode where they had like the big arm was controlling Morty. It was a whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was similar situation, but with a ferret body.
Yeah. Next we are looking towards our bottom middle. We've got CJ. CJ, if you could also please introduce yourself, describe your character, and indicate the animal you want to swap out.
Well, geez, Brad. Let's see. You might know me all as Ramos, but this week I'm playing Shegan Goltara, or his friends can call him Shaggy. He is a Furbolg ranger. He's 7 foot 11 and a half feet tall. Has shaggy hair. Has no relation to Shaggy from Scooby-Doo whatsoever. Bottom half, man, something is just tickling in the back of my mind to say octopus, but I'm thinking hamster would be rather interesting.
I like that. Like a. For some reason, an Eminem song is coming to mind. Beginning of today's game, we'll see several new folks inside of tubes filled with goop. There's a psst as a button is pushed. There's a small halfling in the room with a little mayor badge on saying, "Oh, goodness gracious, you ever get like a really crazy deja vu where you feel like you're doing the same thing twice? Oh, just crazy. Hi, my name's Ruggy. Nice to meet you." He's motioning over towards Shagga, Elle, and Dirk. "Oh, you're hanging out. I'm glad to see you. This is great."
Like zoinks, man! I don't even know what's going on anymore.
"Oh, it's a whole thing. Yeah.
Can I get like a sandwich? I'm kind of hungry."
Oddly, yeah. They've got sandwiches out in the tavern area. Have you been to the tavern area?
No, man. I just got here.
Oh, there's a guy. He's a off-blue half-elf named Lucky. Real swell gentleman. You can get good sandwiches from him, and he's very polite the whole time.
Thanks, man. And he'll, as if by deja vu, will squat down and give Ruggy a handshake. My name's Shaggy.
Wow, this is so cool that this is happening for the first time right now, in this moment.
Yeah, man.
He'll snap a finger. The door will open.
And Shaggy will just walk off up to Lucky.
"Oh, if there's sandwiches, I really want to get some juice. I'm going to follow you."
And then I'll just leave too, not even acknowledging Ruggy.
I could use a drink. Dirk walks off to the bar.
Oh, hello. More vagrants, I'm assuming. Is this just gonna be happening every week? Are we just getting new people every... I'm not sure. We're trying to figure out how to travel into other dimensions going the other way. But the machine isn't working right. Every time we press it, new people come in. I'm not a fan of it either myself. But we're making do. They're working hard. They're trying their best. Ow! I'm sure you've done nothing but just keep mashing that new button for new adventurers left and right. Oh, good. Sorry, he's just one of my less favorite patrons. His name is Ruggy, not to be confused with the Super Ruggy. Am I right? Definitely not the same person. Am I hearing all that correctly? No, we're not the same person at all. I'm in no way related to Super Ruggy, the brave and handsome.
That's kind of weird, because y'all got the same name.
Yeah, it's almost as though somebody didn't think to change the name when they became a super... Sorry, what would you like to... eat or drink?
I'd like a sandwich, man, as big as you can get it.
He, massages a migraine, pulls out a very large baguette, begins chopping it up. He's now, slapping meat, cheese, veggies in between these different slices, mushes it all together like a massive accordion, flips it on its side, and what you'll see now is a comically tall sandwich. And here you go. That'll cost 2 silver, please.
Nice, man. And he'll flick a gold coin, and we'll analyze the sandwich for half a second, unhinge his jaw like a snake, and just swallow it whole. That was delicious.
Wonderful. Oh, and for yourself, a strawberry shortcake or whatever it is.
Excuse me. I know that normally you give people, like, big kid drinks that you have to mix and that taste really bad, but do you have anything that tastes good, like juice or maybe some chocolate milk?
No, the artificers haven't figured out the chocolate cow yet. We're still working on that. We've lost a lot of good cows to that set of experiments, but we do have regular milk. If you'd like, I can get you some pink ink, the likes of which a yink would drink.
It rhymes and it's pink, so yes, please.
Oh yes, just be careful. There is a known side effect to the pink drink that the yinks drink. If you do drink the pink drink and you are not a yink, you may be susceptible to wink, the likes of which even the yinks themselves do sometimes wink while they drink their pink ink. However, they are in control of those pink ink related winks.
Well, that's okay. That's just like blinking more often, which can't be that bad. So I would like the pink drink, please.
Wonderful. The pink drink for the ink impersonator. A pink ink drink for the ink impersonator. Sorry, I'm just very confused by the whole sentence.
Are you okay?
I'm having a whole day. It's a big time.
That's okay. Maybe you should have some pink drink. Pink always makes me happier.
You know, I've just been I've been going through a lot lately. It's been a very big day. A lot of stuff happening. I'm sorry. And tell me, anything for yourself, Mr. Gentleman with the hat that looks very Western style. I'm trying to figure out what to refer to you as.
The name's Dirk.
Dirk. Yes. Any drink that you'll be having?
I'd fancy one of those pink drinks as well.
Wonderful. I can get that for you. We'll get you a pink drink. We'll get you a pink drink. And I'm going to go see if I can scrounge up a couple of adventures for you. You seem to be needing a mission. Tell me, have you...
comes from further back in the... Oh, sorry. Go on. Continue. All right, fine. A shout comes, much like that interruption. A shout comes, cutting him off mid-sentence. And it was, Barman, have you any real drink? I'm thirsty, I'm tired, and I'm hungry for adventure.
Well,
An imposing figure walks out from the crowd. Red hair, green tunic, and sword and shield strapped to his back, and slaps the hand down on the counter. Boom! He says, 2 whiskeys.
Whiskey can't compare to this pink drink, boy.
It's pretty good.
I highly recommend one of these.
He slaps down 2 pink drinks. These taste like strawberry shortcake in a glass. He'll now procure 2 fine whiskeys for Cucullin as well. Oh, and those whiskeys will cost you 5 silver total. And if you could please tell your friend over there, the tall one, referring over to Shaggy, to please keep the smoking outside. We can't have those kinds of herbs around here for obvious reasons.
Cucullin hands over the cash, turns and notices this imposing giant figure of Shaggy, and is struck because he's his size, if not even a little bit bigger, and I suppose history check. He thinks that maybe there's some connection there between this guy and where Cucullin came from himself.
Yeah, what do you got on a history check?
Get a +1 from memory. That's what we roll D20.
Yes, please.
2 seconds. I'll open up my dice, which I probably should have had open up to this point. Da-da-da. Oh, 16.
16. We'll see. He reminds you of the it's like he's a caricaturization of the legend of the Furbolg. Like he seems to be at the exact midpoint between a dwarf, a cow, just in terms of facial features, and then maybe an elf. It looks like somebody just took a stereotype of the Irish Furbolg and made it a person. It's very strange.
With delight, Cucullin points at him and he says, You're up for a bit of adventure.
Like
Then turns
Zoinks,
to
man. I sure am. I just ate a sandwich. I'm gonna go outside and smoke. And then we can go do something.
What about the resties? He's up for a bit of banter.
Lurpu comes walking up. Whoa, you guys are really tall.
Cucullin is more than a little freaked out by this lizard thing that has walked up to him and takes a step back and looks around to everyone else to see if they're seeing this as well.
I like your
Lurpu.
style, man.
I'm Lurpu. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. My name's Shaggy.
Nice to meet you, Shaggy.
Excuse me, Mr. Cowboy Man? First off, we're twins. We both have the pink drink, and that's fun. Second off, I like your hat. And third, those guys over there are like 3 times taller than me. And I'm a little scared, so I'm going to stick by you and your fun hat.
No problem, little lady. I like I like all the pink and colors and frills you got as well. And also, those are mighty fine bows you have.
Oh, I have more. Do you want one? I can give you one.
I'd love one very much.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
You can have this super sparkly, pretty pink bow. Here you go.
I owe you a life debt.
Good.
Like Zoinks, man, that looks pretty shiny. Can I have one?
Yes, everybody can have a bow. I have like 1,000,000.
You got any blue ones?
Of course I have blue ones. Here you go.
And I tie it to my tail.
And suddenly, for no reason at all, Shaggy will become very serious and stern and say, "And I would like a green one to match the lovely skin of my now deceased wife."
Yikes, buddy. You might need to talk to somebody about that. But here's a bow.
Talking does not slay the mighty dragon.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Good point.
thanks, little lady.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, did you mention slaying dragons?
Yes.
What kind?
This one was red.
Do you have a mission yet?
No.
Do you know what the dragons are here?
No.
You want to head west.
Deal.
They're mounting up for an attack. Do not travel west alone. Do not travel west unarmed. If you encounter a dragon that is in any way chromatic, make sure you are on guard. Now, there is an area we have been scouting for quite some time. It is very important to be aware of this. If you go across the river, you will encounter an area ruled by kobolds. Some of these kobolds are nice, some of these kobolds are not nice. We do have an ambassador of their kind to the north by the name of Stan. You will want to talk with Stan, arrange passage safely through this area, then you will be able to hunt the dragons themselves. However, the weapons that you have, judging by your current equipment, do not seem to be up to snuff with the dragons of this area. They are not able to be slain so easily as just stabbing them with a couple of pointy sticks. You do need the proper equipment of magical items. I would recommend, if you can do some missions, acquire some magic items and then make your way over. That would be quite intelligent of you. Also, your red dragon that you're chasing, it won't take fire. You try and burn it, nothing will happen. Make sure you're meeting it with the damage that it can take.
Thank you for this information.
You're welcome. It didn't come from me. Understand? You know, that was very, very stern for you. You're usually very, insulting or something. That was just a lot to overhear. You didn't even take him into a back room, and that just got, really heavy there for a second. Wow.
And, as they're talking, he's, rubbing what you would assume is, a dog tag that has a symbol on it. If he knows giant, it's the letter C.
Lucky, you'll note, is giving you information in the most cut, dry, and matter-of-fact sense you've encountered in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You really appreciate the Ranger's notes on this monster.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your fancy in terms of the immediate sense? What will you be hunting here?
I don't know, man. We just got here.
Well, there's a threat to the south known as the Goblins, and there's a threat to the north known as the Face Stealers. There's a gentleman by the name of Cornelius that you'll want to talk with if you're looking to slay something more intelligent. He seems to know of these beholden to the north.
I don't know. Goblins sound kind of like a good way to warm up.
Yeah, you don't want to go after anything too intelligent. They can get you by surprise or have plans for you or anything. Those goblins, they don't plan good at all. Oh, yes. Well, if you're looking for a just imbecile to hunt, there is that anti-Ruggy that's been running around causing a muck that Super Ruggy has not been taken care of. Is that right? Whoa! We don't need to go killing that guy right yet. Oh, wow. Don't worry. I'm hot on his case, but yeah, we do. That just seems like a bad idea for everyone involved.
No, I love Super Ruggy, and I would love to take out anti-Super Ruggy.
Did someone say bad idea? Kukulin, our ears prick up, and he's like, this anti-Ruggy, he, bit of a hard character, is he?
Well, yes, and he has committed some atrocities throughout the realm. Is that not correct? Well, he has. I heard about him doing some mean stuff the other day. He'd robbed a bank. Well, if I'm correct, I had heard that he had actually made his way into a dungeon, where a couple of folks were exploring, and he actually shook them down for their items and tortured one of them for information. Or did that not make it to the public? Whoa! That didn't happen at all like that. Wow, that's a real doozy for anti-Ruggy to be doing. Somebody should be getting on his case right away. I gotta go find something to do. And that's what I thought. Sorry for that disturbance. Ruggy leaves. If you're looking for a bad idea, goblins are probably one of your best bets. That or the Face Stealers to the north. They're a concerning idea. Dragons, I think, might be a little above your pay grade. No offense, but...
Are goblins anything like varmints?
Quite a lot, actually. They do scream quite similarly.
I have plenty of experience with varmints.
I'll go wherever my tall friends are going.
Yeah, man, just let me know what's going on. I'm gonna go outside.
I'll follow the cowboy man.
I follow Shaggy out.
Is there like a map of this area that you could give us to where know exactly our bearings? Most of us seem like we're pretty new to this area.
I'm afraid I don't have any map of that sort. And I tend not to keep those things on me, but... Well, actually, you might do well meeting up with the Cartographers Guild. They're located right next to the... what are they called? The Daily Planet Bugle. That news facility that's constantly investigating that... what do they call them? A Dryda to the north. Top half's a human, bottom half's a spider. There's a man with a bunch of J's in his name that keeps ranting about him, saying he's a menace and so forth and whatnot.
Kukulin says, "This isn't my first rodeo. Don't worry. Goblins to the south. Few days walk. No problem. What can possibly go wrong?"
And, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, drinking man.
Name's Dirk. Dirk Graves.
Dirk, you would do well with tracking the homesteaders that have made their way south. I would assume that their bodies are, lukewarm to cold by now.
Yeah, I have plenty of knowledge of finding lost homesteaders.
Just be careful.
Thank you very much for the warning.
All right, well, vagrants, unless you're going to be buying anything, I would assume that you'll be leaving in a timely fashion?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Kukulin is already gone at this stage, hasn't waited for any of this conversation, and is making a beeline out of town in the general direction of south.
Cucullin, you'll note immediately that you're being followed. You see what looks to be a metal man, clanging a little bit as he moves, is just following you. Does not seem to be catching on to social cues right now. Some people are like looking a little strange at him. He's kind of walking against the flow of just general pedestrian movement. He is actively pursuing you. Oh, hello! Hello!
At this stage, I turn around and look at him, then look back and continue walking.
No, it's me talking to you. Hello, sir. He's like now jogging.
Oh.
He catches up to you. Oh, hello, sir. Nice to meet you.
What are you?
Oh, my name is Cornelius. I'm a warforged. Rather new to town? What's your name?
No. What are you?
I believe your folks have a similar version. I'm kind of like the midpoint between a dryad, like one of the woodland beings, as well as a golem, one of those clay beings, with a little bit of clockwork in me as well. Not overtly clockwork, well, enough to be flammable, but not enough to be just mush or organic. I'm a strange mingling between wood, stone, and other stuff. But
At this point, Kukulin looks back to whomever is to see if anyone can like help him out of this situation, and looks around for help. Gets none, and he says, "Right, can I help you?"
Well, I was actually wondering if you knew where the closest ambassador to ancient law was. You seem to be a gentleman clad with what looks to be interesting runes in the forms of... What are your tattoos again?
The names of men I've slain.
Oh.
This one here is from my foster brother, whom I slew in single combat. So I'll take kindly if you do not refer to them as simple runes.
Oh, this is good to know. I will be making conversation elsewhere. Do carry on.
Kukulin takes this as an opportunity to walk back, walk away, keeping an eye on this, what he perceives to be this weird metal figure that he treats with absolute disdain and mistrust. And then realizes that no one else is following him, and realizes he's going to have to walk back past this metal figure, see if he can find any support for his mission.
As you try and make your way back, he flags you down again and says, "Oh, hello! I don't believe we've met. My name is Cornelius." "Hello, sir. Is my voice working? It's... Hello, sir." He's like actively grabbing you now.
I think there might be something wrong with the metal dude.
Oh, guys, help me out here. This thing's crazy.
Mr. Cowboy Man, are we gonna go on the adventure too?
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you were ready to hit the road.
Let's go!
Bye, Cornelius.
Oh, you know my name. Have we met?
Yeah, we met the other day, bro.
Oh, did we meet when I was on that boat? I have faint memories of being on a boat.
Yeah, dude, I'm one of the guys that brought you back here.
Ah, wonderful. I'm very pleased. I would assume I've warned you about the Beholden War then, yes?
Oh yeah, dude, totally.
Wonderful.
Up by the, what was it there? The, cross streams or something like that.
Yes, they slayed nearly all the dwarves up there. It was quite a lot.
Whoa.
Oh no! They're slaying dwarves somewhere?
Hundreds, by the hundreds.
Oh no.
That's totally bogus.
Yes, but...
We gotta go fight some goblins.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go
Colin
fight
leans
goblins?
into...
Sorry?
Yeah, man.
Cullen leans into Lurpu and says, "Hey, lizard guy, I hope you're not implying an invitation to this tin can. Bad enough you got the kid."
I'm not a kid, first off, and you don't have to be racist.
Yeah, this person is evidently a dwarf. Of seemingly high ranking, judging by the... Is that a general pin on you?
Mm-hmm. I got 2 of them. These ones are purple. But I can give you one if you want.
Yes, please. Does this give me ranking in your army?
Yes, you will be in charge of slaying mean people and ugliness. Here's a pretty pink bow. You are now in charge.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate this. This is wonderful. And just a slight question for you.
Fire away, dude.
If you're with the Iron Fists towards the north, I would like to relay the information to Colonel Graff that my entire unit was slain in battle. We did not make it out. I'm afraid my memory logs have been deeply and horribly damaged.
I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. But if I find any of those people, I will tell them.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Sure thing, buddy.
Buddy, thank you. My name's Cornelius, actually. Have we met?
No, but now I know you.
Oh, wonderful.
Cullen clocks that this guy said he's a soldier and quietly thinks to himself, okay, maybe he's not quite as bad as he thought.
Tell me, does any of you know where I can buy alchemist fire?
You should try Lucky's. He's got everything.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, the blue guy with the milk and the pink drinks, he seems to know a lot.
Oh, I met a red guy with drinks earlier. He gave me a wonderful deal, something about signing away my soul. I don't think he realizes that I don't have one, but really nice gentleman, gave me a lot of information. I'll be off then.
Okay, bye. Nice to meet you.
Happy trails.
Later, Cornelius.
He bumps into a wall, falls down, and begins seizing for a moment, then stands back up and introduces himself to a passerby.
If that
Let's
guy's
get
still
out of
lost
here.
when we get back here, maybe we should, like, tuck him into bed. He seems like he's sick.
Red guy. Red guy.
Yeah, I know. I caught on, Owen. I know.
Onwards
Okay,
up.
let's go!
Alrighty, let's go.
Let's rock and roll.
As we are about to head off, we'll do our first 15-minute break of the night. This is not in any way repeating exactly what had happened a little while ago. We will be back shortly, in just a few moments. In 15 minutes.
Yes! I get too excited to see him, I swear.
Bada bing, bada boom. We have got everybody back in. Everybody's gotten pee, filled up on drinks, and gotten new ones. Folks are just hanging out, making their way outside of the dome, making their way downtown, walking fast, faces past as we move down too.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
We're on our way to the Goblands. No map, oddly enough, but there is a red figure waiting for you at the edge of the dome, leaning right up against it. He has got the biggest of devil energy, if you were to say so yourself. He is smelling strongly of sulfur and smoke. There is a yellow glint to his eyes, a pointiness and length to his horns, and a rather point to his teeth as he smiles towards you. This dark red tiefling with wonderful decken and clothing growls just a light bit beneath his breath. "Ah, there. And how is everyone?"
You like Zoinks, man, you're pretty cool.
Ha, thank you. What's your name?
My name's Shaggy.
Shaggy, nice to meet you. My name's Serp. In the back
I'm
of your...
Lurpu.
Ah, Lurpu. Lurpu, you look like a man that likes to do a job for an amount of pay. Am I right there?
Yeah, I do, totally. We're actually going to fight some goblins.
I need you to recover 2 things. That family that went homestead and checked in with me before they left. Now, there's a child amongst that group. That child's going to be very valuable to me.
There his dad.
Something like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
That child is going to be Eldritch blasted by some time. I need that child brought back alive. Now, if that child winds up dead, I'll be pissed. And I'm not like your Domite friends. I'll just come for you with an axe. I hope you can understand that. That's just business. The fact that I like
Why
it...
are we babysitting your kid?
Well, I'm offering to pay you. How does 200 gold a head sound?
You like Zoinks, man, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's fair to me.
Hold on there a second. I've seen enough snakes to know when one's in front of me.
Well,
Kinda.
if I do need to state my full name, the Serpent Spawn, at your service. Call me Serp for short.
Oh man, that's actually kind of cool.
Like, really cool.
Now, you know a serpent when you see one, right?
That I do.
But you have legs.
That's right. It's because
Okay.
I'm a developed being. I got thoughts, motivations, feelings. I got soul in me. A couple of dozen, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, like how many?
That's good.
Yeah.
What's the here catch?
Well, you're not exactly walking into friendly territory. There was some adventurers that went down to the Goblands and decided to spark a war with the goblins.
Somewhere Ramos looks off camera.
They were not at war prior to and are at war now.
Oh.
You guys are going to be the cleanup crew, making sure that you go down there, rescue this poor God's forsaken family, and bring them back to me. If they do not make it back alive, I will be very disappointed. I will not take it out on you. But no, I will take it out on someone.
I can live with those consequences.
I have some experience escorting homesteaders.
Okay, I guess.
Bring the kid back to me.
Are you gonna hurt him? You seem kind of mean.
I hurt a lot of people. I will not hurt that kid.
Pinky, promise me right now.
I'll do you.
Whoa, man, that's a pretty strong bond.
Can I roll a deception check?
Sure.
How do I do that?
Roll your 20-sided die, add your deception modifier. Or you can state some words and we'll see how he tries to oppose you.
Okay. Oh shit! I got a 7. And deception modifier. Oh, -1.
Oh, Owen.
What you got, friend? What are you saying to me?
I just want you to pinky promise that you're not gonna hurt the kid. Because I don't like bad people, and you give off some creepy vibes, Snake Boy.
That kid is my investment. Now, there is not a single part of me that is in any way motivated to harm that child.
So then you won't mind pinky promising me then?
I will not. However, if that child gets hurt, it's on your ass. You understand?
We will both not hurt the child or let it get hurt. Pinky promise me right now.
And I'm going to stick out my hand.
He will stick out his.
Cucullin tries vainly to grab the child's hand away from this red, creepy demon dude.
I'm sorry, friend. Are you looking to bet your soul instead?
Cucullin will retract his hand.
Don't interfere with the pinky promise,
No.
sir.
You keep quiet for a second, friend. I need to talk to this thing here. Now, Cucullin, is it? You didn't introduce yourself.
Aye,
Spooky.
but I would have thought you'd remember me.
Nah, I ain't like that handsome Dizzle from where you're from. You got the one guy, we got dozens. Where you come from, Cucullin, they killed a man like me. There's only a couple left, and they call them the devil. Well, Cucullin. Here, around these parts, there's plenty more men like me, and not a lot of men like you. Now, I see you got a list. You got a list of names you want dead and a list of names you crossed off. I got my own list. I got a list of names I want crossed off and a list of names that'll do it for me. Now, you do your best not to get added to the list of names that need to get crossed off. Do you understand? Cucullin,
Silence.
you've
Silence
never
on my
been met
part.
with this.
Oh no, I met Serp in Broken Claw.
This
So
is
wait,
not-
so is this the
Yeah, this is not an energy he's met you with, ever. You think he's
Oh.
dead serious about this child.
Yeah, before he was just like, I'm kind of a bad.
Cucullin continues to meet him with silence. And then just nods. And says no more.
Now I've seen your type. You like to be a pawn to the gods?
I'm no one's pawn. Thank you.
Well. You're gonna do as I ask. You're gonna get that child back.
Aye. On my terms.
And what terms would those be?
My hand is cramping.
Pinky
Shake the
promise.
girl's hand.
It'll be a pinky promise then.
Okay, but listen to me, red guy. Okay, so I know that you're kind of a bad guy, and like souls are your thing, and shaking's kind of your thing. But we're not shaking. You're not getting anything of mine. This is a pinky promise. This is a promise you're making, not that I'm making. You get it?
I ain't gonna harm that child. And neither are you. And if you do, it's on your ass.
Yeah, we've established that.
Correct.
I'm just gonna shake his pinky, then we're done.
I have been in no way dishonest to you.
I know. I know.
What's the little dude's name?
Timmy.
All right, we'll bring Timmy back.
Small dwarven kid. He'll punch you in the balls if you're not looking. I like that fire. I need that fire. Now, there's a group of folks that like lightning that are trying to recruit him. We cannot have that happen.
Why would they want to recruit a child?
Well, they find a bit of value in that child's spot, just like I do. They want to wage war against the demons. I do not see that as okay. They want to turn him into some new kind of Thor. I'm trying to turn him into a new Doomslayer. Reference to a video game. Really great video game. I ain't about that.
Well, like, you got me. So, as long as you give me some information on how to slay some dragons, you got me. And Shaggy will begin to start packing his pipe.
Well, if you're looking to slay a dragon, I can actually help out with that.
Deal. And he pulls out a hand.
All right. You all check in with me at the end of this adventure. I'll make sure you get a item that's worth your while.
Shaggy just replies with a nod and puts the pipe up to his mouth and finds a match, lights it, and begins smoking. And relaxes.
I like you.
Which one?
Now that's fun. Is there anything else your group needs from me?
I think we've all said our piece.
That sounds good to me. Be safe. And Godspeed.
Can you even say that word? You're a bad guy. I thought you couldn't say that word.
My god is Asmodeus.
Oh, okay, then that makes sense. Okay, bye!
Bye-bye. At that, the party will make your way away. You successfully travel away from Serp. This was a very uncomfortable interaction. Stuff got tense. He seems to have actual allegiance to this child. You think there might be some sort of, like, prophetic thing going on with this child as well. At which point you're also approached by an old man. Looks to be carrying a cane. Seems to just be kind of like your classic stereotypical pain in the ass, dirty old man. Well, where are we going?
Who are you?
I'm Amos!
Oh. I don't know you. Go away.
Where did you come from, dude?
I came from away.
What do you do?
I help adventuring parties get to where they need.
Are you a hobo?
Yes.
Oh man, I love hobos.
Thank you. Amos makes his way over to you, Shaggy, grabs onto your shoulder and asks you to lead him where you need to go.
Say no more. And we'll direct him the way that we need to go.
Amos begins to tell you about a caravan he saw moving through here not too long ago. He tells you that they were heading south to try and make a home. They had a lot of wood with them, a lot of tools. Can I see a survival check from anyone interested to track this caravan?
Sure.
Let me see. I don't know.
Oh, I
if
got a
that's the name of it.
23. You catch me on the 23, Brad.
18.
16.
10 plus 2.
Nat 20.
Also, the whole time, Ayla is holding Dirk's hand.
All of you will notice these tracks are light. They are receded from the ground, pushed up. They've eroded a bit. This travel happened days ago. This may be a cold trail for a while. There seems to be one horse pulling multiple people in a large load. You would venture to guess this is not a quick pace that they're traveling at. You can see about 5 to 10 miles in, there is a slight pit stop. They've set up camp. For our Nat 20 and Dirk, you'll notice that there are a few cigarette butts as well. You know what a shabby camp looks like. There is what seems to be a flattened area of grass, a light bit less vibrant than the rest. You'll note this to be the markings of a camp that is set up. For Lurpu, you note this also signifies that they have at least spent one night here. The reason being that the grass looks a light bit browner. It's been deprived of the dew that it harnesses at the cooling of the night. They probably took it with them on their bags, but this is definitely telltale signs of someone setting up camp in this spot. For Dirk, you look up. They're sleeping just below a widowmaker. This is a tree that drops branches. You'll note it because it has pockmarks all the way up of different circles, signifying that it is dropping branches regularly. Only a fool or an inexperienced traveler would sleep beneath one directly. You think they don't really have the survival skills to be making it in the wilderness, at the very least, on their own.
Gotcha.
They're traveling at a quick pace now.
But they were here at least one night.
The spacing between their horses' hooves are longer. It slows down a bit and then jaggedly sparks. You think they may be moving away from something or moving to something at a much more quickened pace. Travel now ventures into an area known as the Beastlands, at which point I need another survival check, please.
I got 14.
Nothing.
I got a 9.
I got a rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
15 plus 2.
I got a 14.
Was that 17, Kukulin?
17. Yeah.
Yeah, Dirk's got like a 7.
Cuchulainn, you'll note you find a couple of scraps from what looks to be a meal, light snack. There's also some tracks of an animal you can see following this family. Doesn't look to be very large. Looks to be 6-pawed. You think you'd venture to guess feline. It moves its way in and then moves its way out. Doesn't seem to be in any way threatening. Travel does continue south. At which point you'll see there is a couple of more spots where they jut off. They are making camp. They've taken the scenic route. This seems to be a family, almost like a vacation in terms of the vibe here. Like, they're not moving in a way that makes sense.
It's leisurely.
Yeah. Like, Chevy Chase is leading this adventure in the 1980s.
Why did they circle just this one tree 12 times?
Do you think that they got lost?
It doesn't look like they are in a hurry, or they know where they're going.
Pace picks up
But-
again. Sorry, James.
What was that?
Can I do a perception check on those surrounds themselves? And particularly like any evidence of animals offside, not on the trail, or like.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see a perception check from you. I've got rough sound on you, Owen.
Oh, sorry. Not my night. Okay. 7 plus 2, 9 perception. Yeah. 9.
9 perception, we'll see. You don't find anything of note in terms of animal tracks, other than one set of fox tracks that are following this really closely. They peel off and then head north. At which point you make your way down towards a opening. Seems to be a rather large grassland. You can see a couple of dots on the horizon, a rather large plume of smoke coming down. Looks to be a campfire setup. It was not put out. There is a caravan, toppled. Looks to be turned over on its side. This place has been ransacked. You see a couple of dots. Yeah.
Cuchulainn makes the universal sign to hold up, and then points to himself, makes the signal as if he's going to circle around the camp, and he gives everyone else the nod to whatever they're going to do. So I'm going to take off, hugging close to the trees around the grassland, and keep my distance from whatever this camp is, just to look at it from a different angle.
You strafe around, and you'll note a couple of pointed things happen. Can I see a perception check from you first off?
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Oh! So a 2 plus 2 is 4 total. Right.
I got no sound on you. I'm sorry. I'm having a really
Okay.
rough time hearing you.
Got a 4.
Yeah, 2 plus 2. He rolled a 4.
Okay. That will see nothing really of note. You can hear some.
Fun noise.
Move in slowly. So at this stage, spear is drawn. Shield is still on my back, but I'm sort of just creeping in inch by inch, and figure out where the fight's coming from.
Okay. Lorcar, what are you up to?
I am drawing my trident and starting to take a low crouch position, just angling in, kind of around the edge, looking for a target. Should I roll a perception check for that?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna see everybody get, and I'm gonna pull out my shield.
So not great. I got an 11.
For Lorcar, you see a couple of dots on the horizon, one of which is glowing a little bit. You can make them out a bit better as you get closer. There are 3 goblinoid figures on a hilltop.
Okay.
One of which looks to be wide in the shoulders, has a very burly presence, looks to be about 5'5". You'd guess about maybe a little short on the side of a human, but has
Big for a goblin.
Yeah. The features don't add up here. And you know what it's like to be a half-orc? You know what a half-orc lineage looks like in a humanoid?
Okay.
This...
So you think like half orc, half goblin?
Yeah.
Okay.
This figure seems to be puffing on a cigar, taps one on the shoulder, takes out a machete, and the one that just got tapped on the shoulder procures a flaming arrow. You can now see the caravan down below has a couple of humanoids tied up. They look to be drenched in something.
How long? Oh, I actually don't see him. Hold on.
How far are they, like, from me, the humanoids?
The humanoids, they seem to only be about 100 feet. The goblinoids seem to be a lot further off.
And not the fastest dude, but I'm gonna make full speed toward the humanoids for now.
Okay.
And as I run, I'm gonna call out. Lorcar's gonna call out. I think they're gonna set these guys on fire. We need to move.
Like something's okay.
Kukulin breaks cover and runs up towards the humanoid as well, and pulls out his shield as well. Basically thinking that there's a Hail Mary shot here of stopping that arrow.
I will also take off running.
How far away did you say the goblins were?
They seem to be about 300 feet off.
300, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run towards the homesteaders as well then.
So,
Lurpu will. Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, I was gonna say, Shaggy will actually take out his longbow, and with the 15 perception that I rolled, I put it in the chat. Do I see them?
You do.
Okay. He's gonna knock an arrow and aim for the one that has the fire arrow or fire. I have range of 150, 600, so I'm going to be rolling at disadvantage, but who knows? Anything could happen, right?
Let's see it.
Just like angels in the outfield. Ah, yes. That's a natural 1.
You let go of the string, but you don't let go of the arrow. It's just string like pulls back, like kind of it gets close to hitting your hand, but doesn't quite. The arrow's still in your hand. You're like, ah, shit, I gotta do another one. At which point, you see the arrow fly up and then split into splinters, which are each on fire, making their way down towards this caravan. For our friends that are on their way, we will get to you in a moment. Can I have everyone roll for initiative? Keep track of what your number is. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. And then we will get to whatever is about to happen next in just a moment.
Whew.
I think we're in for a fight, guys.
Yeah. I don't think my cold resistance is going to be much good for me at all here. Yeah.
Man, I would have nailed him too.
I have a sling in my kit, if that's any, like, just as an FYI to everybody.
Like a slingshot or like an arm sling?
A sling is in like for pegging stones.
Throwing stones.
Slingshot. Got it.
Yeah.
Above table, little nervous.
Yeah, I think we're going to lose some paint in here.
Above table,
Oh, I'm
I
not
think
worried
we,
about me.
Above table, I think we might have a face stealer with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Amos.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't played with any of those yet. You guys used to play with those a lot, right? Back in the old videos?
Yep.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of lore around the Amos character, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I've only ever heard him mentioned one other time.
During my deep dives into the minimal lore of Arrowknee, there's some stuff going on with him, if I remember. Some interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of him out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So initiative.
You gonna count us down, or you want them just to shout it out?
Can I get 25 to 20?
Me. I got 23.
Oh wait, I forgot I can add. Where do I find it?
That should be towards the top center.
Yeah. Okay.
I got no sound on your own.
14 initiative.
Okay. Can I get 20 to 15?
16.
Okay.
Got. Oh, I'm sorry.
15 to 10.
I got 12.
Lerpu has a 12 as well.
What is your initiative modifier, Lerpu?
+1.
And yourself, Lorcar?
Oh, mine is +2.
Cool. Can I get 10 to 5?
6 for Dirk.
And any remaining? I think that's everyone. Cool. I'm gonna get some dice out. Make some rolls happen.
Dice jar.
We should do an ASMR with those dice.
Somebody make a ASMR character.
Oh my god.
They just talk like this the whole time.
I will not be joining that game.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's a lot.
It'd be tiring. Let's be real here.
So, Shaggy. A volley of flaming splinters is now falling towards this family. Where are you at?
About how far away were we when Cucullin was giving us hand gestures
You were about
away
100
from this caravan?
You're about 100 feet. You've made your way now about 50 feet away.
Okay. So I'll move about how long would you say that my character could estimate we have until things go extra crispy?
You'd venture to say maybe a turn or two.
Okay. And do the goblins seem to stay there? Do they seem to move? Does it look like they're going to be moving towards us or away from us? I know they haven't really acted yet, but
They seem to stay there. One of them has fired off an arrow. The other one's pulled out a machete. And a third one isn't really moving a lot. As you get closer, you'll see it appears to be tied up. It has one arm extended.
interesting. Shaggy will look to whoever's look to everyone and go, there's someone tied up there. I'm gonna go catch up to him. And he's gonna run 60 feet.
You make your way closer. You are now 240 away from the goblins. You think you've got a few turns till you could cut. Sorry, you've got tied up humanoids and tied up goblin. Are you making your way towards the tied up goblin or the humanoids?
Can I tell it's a goblin? Or
You can tell you've got goblinoids on the horizon, like on a hilltop a ways away.
and the one that is tied up is a goblin?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go to the tied up humanoids then. I have a 13 strength and powerful build. So if I can reach the humanoids and take some of my movement to move them, I will.
You see there are 3 humanoids. There is a humanoid female. She appears to be dwarven, looks to be a little on the older side, looks quite haggard, very scared, all of which are gagged. One of which looks exactly like the old man that you just encountered. Like spitting image. This is shot for shot Amos. Tied up. Also panicking. The other of which is a small dwarven child. Pissing himself crying.
Confused, will grab the female and the child if he's able to.
You can get over to them, but you can't start making your way back until next turn.
Okay. He'll even specifically try to I guess actually he's going to specifically focus on the child and kind of give the child cover in case it comes raining fire.
They're drenched.
Yeah.
You'd think in water, but you're gonna guess otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to try and shield him as much as he can.
Cool. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Over to L? L? I'm bad with pronunciation of names. I don't know.
It's all. I stole it from Vikings, I think.
Okay.
Ayla, and I'm gonna run as far as I can using my movement and my action to do a whole whopping 50 feet towards the tied up. I can.
Cool. You make your way towards the encampment. Place is drenched. Looks to be interesting family. You see the old man that you'd encountered. You also note that Shaggy has got a hold of the mother and child. The old man looks also equally scared and restrained as well. What would you like to do?
Untie the lady, because I don't trust a guy that I just saw in a different spot than I just saw him.
Okay. You make your way over to untie the lady, who is now in the arms of Shaggy. Give me a sleight of hand check to untie the knot.
Absolutely. Let's go to my skill. That would be a 19. 17 plus 2.
That will see the knot has been untied. Her hands are free. She now pulls back her rag over her mouth. She is pleading for you to rescue her child.
I'm gonna try to save both of you, if I can.
She is actively crying and insisting on rescuing her child. Anything else in her turn?
No, that's all I got.
Cool. That will see the turn go over to Owen with Cullen. What are you up to?
I'm far away from.
I got no sound on you.
How far am I from the cap? How far am I from the cap?
You are 50 feet out.
Okay. Right. And for me to just haul ass and get in there, just
I got no sound on you.
okay. I want to run to captains and lift we'll lift the kid as I can.
Okay. You're now assisting Shaggy in the movement of this child?
I want to grab the kid and swing him like a kettlebell, grab him by the ropes, and just keep running, one-handed swinging the child out of the danger zone.
You manage to run in, grab the child, and run another 20 feet out from where Shaggy is at. Shaggy, you'll note, is decently wet now.
So Shaggy is decently wet.
Yep. As you contact the child, you are also getting a little moist.
Perception check. Is this some sort of a cloud? It's not on the. Is this like the ground, or is this like, this vapor or this liquid making us wet? Is it what is it?
This. Let's see the perception check. Actually, let's do an investigation check instead.
Investigation. Okay, roll a 14. Investigation gets +1, so 15.
You feel like this is wet. It's like a lot of water, but a light bit thinner than water and a little bit stickier.
Okay. How long until I clear the what looks like a wet zone?
You think you've got another turn?
Okay.
That will see the turn go over to Lorcar. What are you up to? James? I got you muted. You.
My bad. I didn't realize I was muted. I was talking away. Right now, the woman is freed completely, right? And they've got the child. They've taken the child. He's free. And the old man, I mean, my character, for lack of better knowledge, is assuming is a twin. But I don't know if if we're being paid to save him. So I'm going to keep running past towards the attackers.
You make your way over to the attackers.
Yeah. Let's see. To attack. What's the closest I can get? Where am I now from them? Like, what's the distance between me and them?
You are now 240 feet from those gobos.
Okay. Can move. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just keep moving towards them for now.
Cool.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight them, so yeah, I'm just gonna use my actions just to move towards them for the time being, because we're staying far away.
Alrighty. As you make your way up, you'll see the half goblin, half orc uses the machete to chop off the arm of the restrained goblin. This half goblin, now half orc, also kicks this armless or one-armed being down this large hill, snaps a finger, and disappears. The goblin with the bow is also gone too.
Okay.
You see one heavily bleeding goblin rolling down the hill crying.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna move to intercept.
Cool. You are now still at 240 feet away, but you're sprinting your way forward. That will see the turn go over to Lupru. What are you up to?
How close am I to Cucullin with him running back with the kid?
You are right now 50 feet away. You can move your way in and make your way towards this encampment. You see that there is a set of flaming thorns about to fall.
How many thorns?
Dozens, if not hundreds.
Okay, crap. The mother is free. The old man is there. Is the other old man still with us?
No.
No. Okay. I am going to run over toward... I'm going to use dash to run to Cucullin and kind of try to help him run out of there with that kid.
Okay.
And I believe that would burn my turn. No pun intended.
Okay. That'll see the turn go over to Dirk.
Dirk is going to run and use his sprint to get to the old man that's tied up and try to untie him.
You use your turn. Sprint over. You're over there and you were actively working on the knots tying this man up. You think it might take another turn to engage with him to get him released.
Could I
Let's see.
Could I cut the rope instead, or
Let's see a
or
sleight
no,
of.
since I sprinted over?
Let's see a sleight of hand check from you.
16.
You do break through the rope. He is now free, and he grabs onto you. Can I see a athletics or acrobatics check from you?
That's going to be an 8.
Okay. That will see the round end. The thorns now make their way down to the caravan and the ground surrounding it. This whole place is wet with kerosene. The fire from here on out is growing quickly. You were looking at 5-foot circles of fire that are emanating from these thorns. You can dodge around them. It'll take dex checks to make your way away from this fire. Our first turn of the new round, while everything is lighting itself on fire, we'll see Shaggy, who is currently holding a untied dwarven woman and a tied dwarven child. What are you up to, Shaggy?
I am gonna basically. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can out of the area. Again, while dodging any and all fire as I possibly can, or specifically dodging the fire so that the child doesn't get hit. If I get hit, well, is what it is. But
Give me a dex check, please, at advantage.
that is an 18.
Okay. You do make your way outside of this wet area. You hear whoosh, as more and more of it starts to engulf itself in flames.
Everyone just hears, "Everybody get out of there! It's gonna go!" And I will try to loose the rope of the child.
Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
That is a solid 10.
You feel like you're making good progress.
Cool.
Turn to go over to Ayla. What are you up to?
I'm going to... So if I were to run towards the bleeding goblin that is out of the wet patch, correct?
Correct.
I'm running over there.
Alrighty. Are you dashing?
Yep. Action, movement, everything I can.
Cool, cool. Alrighty. That will see the turn go over to Cucullin.
Okay, so where I'm standing, is it evil for a Goliath to toss this child? Like, need a kettlebell. Oh, it's just like a hoof child's like. I'll roll for insight or whatever if you want, but basically I'm wondering, like, if I just cornhole this child out of blast radius, is it going to cause life-altering injuries, or is it just going to be uncomfortable?
You think you can do it safely without killing the kid? It's going to take some heft from you, but it's doable. You can make your way out of the blast radius and also toss the child in the same turn. Let's see a dex or strength check from you, whichever you prefer.
What about tossing the child and going back to try and pull someone else out? And who's left that's tied up, or who's left that like can't? Is anyone still tied up?
Tied up? Yes, only the child.
Oh, okay, so everyone else is free and has a chance to like get out of there.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna toss the child. If I was to run back and I drop my shield over one of these thorns, would that like stop that particular thorn to fire instead?
If you procure your shield and hold it up, you can try and fend off some of these thorns. You're also looking at a spreading fire on the ground. As more and more of this goes up, you think the ground might have been coated with kerosene.
Yeah, okay. I'm conscious that I've got a water skin. So I don't know how much I've got left in the tank, but I half thinking of doing a riddick and covering myself in water and seeing if that'll affect me. I might just go with that as a yeah. Look, let's let's poof the child out of the way. Quote me. I'll say it all first. Let me know if I can remember it. Poof the child out of the way. Coat himself in water and run back with a view of not like actually nothing gracious. I'm planning to just like power train through somebody and with whatever force I can go with, just kind of shunt someone else on out of the fire.
Let's see.
How much of that? How much is legal?
You can probably get the child out of the fire or cover yourself in water. You can move too. So if you want to move, you can move. You're going to have to prioritize yourself and the child, though.
Okay. I'm prioritizing the child out of there, even if it means horsing them out. Yeah, I'm gonna horse the child out first, then soak myself in water and try and run.
Okay. Let's see that dex or strength check, whichever you prefer.
Go with strength, and the roll is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Yeah.
You grab the child from Shaggy. Shaggy looks a little peeved with you, but you give the child a good hook. Child outside of the burn radius, at the very least, still soaked.
Okay.
That'll see the turn go over to Lorcar, who is running towards the gobos. Lorcar, you are now about 190 feet away.
190 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna continue sprinting towards him. How far can I get in a sprint action?
Sprint?
I do have athletics, if that helps. I have quite a bit to add to that.
So you can use an action to do what's called a dash. That's what you're doing right now. You're moving as fast as humanly possible. Your movement speed is normally 30 feet around. You move at 60 when you dash. So where you were at 240 feet away last turn, that'll actually bring you up this turn to 180 feet from those gobos. You see...
But as he's rolling down, is he getting closer as well?
He is. He is now about 160 feet from you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to burn another action running towards him, because yeah, I'm gonna try to this little dude to safety.
Alrighty. That will see the turn go over to Lurpu. Lurpu, what are you up to?
Oh, is the child out of fire danger at this point?
For now, yes.
For now, yes. All right. And how close am I to this child? Because Cucullin just threw him, correct?
Yes, you're actually quite close.
I am going to grab this kid and dash away from the wetness back towards the opening that we came out of in the woods.
Okay. Athletics check, please.
You got it. Just normal, advantage, disadvantage, anything?
Normal, please.
Normal, you got it. I got an 11.
Okay. You make your way out. You'll note this is feeling a bit like a relay race over anything. Kid seems fine, very scared. You'll note that there's an old man in the fire that just caught fire himself on a woman who is in the arms of Shaggy, who's now actively wriggling out. She is trying her best to also escape, quite a lot like her child. Anything else on your turn, Lurpu?
Would I be able to pull the gag out of the kid's mouth? Or would that cost me an action?
I'd say that's doable.
Okay, so I pull the gag out of the kid's mouth.
Cool, cool. Kid starts crying.
It'll be alright, little dude. It'll be alright. And that is my turn.
Dirk, what are you up to?
So what was that athletics check about? Did the old man like tried to grab me?
Yep.
Okay. Did it seem like he was trying to like keep me in the fire?
Yep.
All right. I'm. How far am I out from the the ring of wetness?
You are actually pretty deep into it, getting a hold of the old man.
Okay.
You can use your turn to get out. Movement would get you out. Action would get you away, so you're not at risk of catching fire residually. This stuff is currently engulfing. The old man is actively on fire. You'll note most interestingly, he's also melting.
Alright, I'm just going to try to get out of this. So I'm going to take my movement to just run back the way I came. And I guess I'll save that for later. I'll just use the rest of... I'll use my action as a sprint.
Alrighty. You successfully make your way out. The old man is actively yelling obscenities at you. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Yes.
Is it close to Spanish?
Kinda.
I might pick up a few things then.
For Ayla, you hear profanities and curse words. And I don't mean negative words that just offend people. What I mean is curse words. You hear under his breath, he is actively wishing a swarm of snakes and scorpions on your friend Dirk.
This is the melting old man?
Yep.
Got it.
At that, we will burst out of initiative as I want to say everyone's out of the fire. Am I correct here?
I believe so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire is continuing. There's a one-armed goblin tumbling his way down a hill, and there's a child in the arms of Cullen at this point, and a woman in the arms of Shaggy.
I thought I had the kid.
Oh, you do. No, that had been relayed up ahead. I was losing track. Sorry for that.
But yeah,
Colin tossed him and I picked him up.
Yes. Lurpu, the child is very noticeably stressed, but now ungagged, asking you to take him back home.
We'll do what we can, little dude. Don't you worry. We got someone that wants to help you.
The child looks noticeably afraid.
It'll be all right. Don't you be scared.
For Shaggy, what's going on with our dwarven friend, our dwarven lady?
So Shaggy will look to the dwarven female and be like, "Oh man, are you guys okay?"
Hi there, but I'm not too thrilled with where we wound up. Now my husband, we were homesteading, but they got him. They found a face stealer amongst them. They put the face stealer in some human's clothes and decided to use the face stealer against us. So I'm not too thrilled with that. Can you take us back home?
Like, yeah, where's home?
Well, our home is back in Arrowknee. Please do take us back.
A side note, I don't know if Owen just has bad sound, but he says he would be willing to snip the bonds, I think, off the kid with his sword if he needs to.
Okay. Cucullin, you do indeed assist. Lorcar.
Or any still tied up, besides the fiery old man, I'm assuming.
The fiery old man is just burning alive. He is melting into a puddle of clear liquid.
Nice.
Shaggy will be up. Yeah, we can definitely help you get back home. There's actually someone looking for you.
Well, there, I do appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, he said he was really wanting to help you guys out. He actually sent us to go find you.
She grows much more worried. Is that Serp?
I think that's his name, yeah.
Don't take us back there. Don't take us back.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He's a scary man. Scary man indeed. Dirk, that old man, not a human. No bones inside of there. Just melty goop.
Thing about humans is they got bones in there.
They have quite a few.
I read that in a book.
How's our goblin friend?
Well,
Yeah, I was still running
Yes.
towards the armless guy.
Me too.
yeah. Ayla and Lorcar, you make your way over. He is crying and not doing well.
Yeah. I am right out of the gate. I want to move to apply a tourniquet near the wound to try to stem the bleeding. So is that going to be a survival check?
Medicine.
Medicine.
assist?
Oh. Yes, please.
That'll give you advantage. You roll twice, take the highest.
I got 9.
Awesome.
Cool.
You're really squeezing it. You're applying a belt, just yanking it. Seems to have been closed off a bit. Do either of you speak Goblin?
No.
Not when it's over.
No, common and orc. I am assuming we're going to need to bring him back to Arrowknee at any rate to question him about these people. I'm sure there's someone who can speak Goblin back there.
Bull's notion. Could go and try the few bars of.
I've got no sound on you, Owen.
Okay.
He says he tries to speak to him in giant.
Attempting to speak in giant? To the child or to the goblin?
The goblin.
To the
Oh, wait.
goblin.
Might be far away to do that.
Yeah, you're a bit away.
Okay. But like, I'll chance it. Send me over there and I'll chance it.
You start babbling in giant. You're popping off instructions and ideas and questions. The goblin, or the child, or no, the goblin. You got nothing.
I think we need to bring him back with us. I have a bad feeling about all of this.
Oh my gosh, Owen.
Yeah, let's. Well, the mother and child don't want to be taken back to snakes back in Arrowknee, so. But we did make a promise. Well, we only promised that we wouldn't harm the child. Is that correct, or did we promise we'd bring the child back?
We promised to bring the child back and not to harm him.
Well, a promise is a promise. Best be getting back to Arrowknee.
All right. That will see a 5-minute break. I need to pee. We'll be back soon.
Quick question: how much longer? How long do the sessions usually go?
We're looking at another 15-20 minutes.
Okay, just because I'll probably be eating dinner soonish.
Owen wants me to be his narrator and imitate his accent, and I'm nervous.
When in doubt, look for a lucky charms in terms of accent. If you hit that mark, you're good.
Oh no.
Hoity, 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 hoity.
bada boom. We got Dwarven child crying, Dwarven mother crying, evil looking guy melting into fire. You've got a goblin, tourniquet applied, actively bleeding out, crying as well. This goblin is now yelling to you, Ayla, and as well to yourself, Lorcar. You've got a bit of a problem to deal with. He does not seem to be long for this world,
Yeah.
and does not seem to be super cooperative with information.
Does anybody here know healing? I can't heal this guy.
Like, not that kind of healing.
How close are we to fire?
How close are you to fire?
Yeah.
Only about 100 feet off.
Okay.
I have an idea.
That's a bit. What's up?
I'm gonna run towards the fire circle, and I'm gonna try
Okay.
and heat up my my great axe. No, the battle axe is smaller. I'm gonna take my battle axe and I'm gonna try to heat it up with the fire, and see if I can like rush back over to the goblin and try and like burn the wound to stop it from bleeding.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna run him towards you to meet you halfway. I'm gonna pick him up and carry him.
Perfect. Let's see a medicine check from Ayla.
Okay. Medicine. Starts with an M. Okay. That's a 14.
Okay. You make your way in, heat it up, make your way back. This goblin is definitely pale. This wound has been cauterized, however, seems a bit big to cauterize with just fire. You really need medical attention in the form of a healer. Cauterization works if you've got 1 or 2 arteries to work with, but if you're looking at this big of a limb gone,
Yeah.
you've got limited time.
How limited do
Cullen.
we think?
Yeah, whatever you said. You go.
Colin starts, I have an alchemy kit. So I start kind of slap together something just to kind of calm him down, lower his heart rate, and just kind of buy us a little bit more time, even if he's unconscious.
Let's see a medicine check from yourself, Cullen.
Sure thing. Where's my dice gone? Da-da-da. 4 total.
Alrighty. 4 total. We'll see you take some herbs, take some spices, think they're going to work. You've got salt and pepper and a little bit of paprika. Slap it on this goblin's mouth. It begins foaming.
Sorry, guys.
We gotta move quick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep carrying the goblin in the direction of the party at this point.
For Lorcar, you think you might have a dead goblin before you get to a person that can speak goblin.
Do we have anyone? Is there a doctor in the party?
Does anyone have any healing at all? Healing potion, healing magic, anything? Fuck.
Cullen starts singing a slow song, just try and give Goblin some solace in his time of need.
Can I see a performance check?
Well, I
for
guess.
him?
Shemalech Magilamar. Shemalech Magilamar. Oh, the
Advantage, please. Roll twice. Add your performance.
Right.
10 points.
So roll 2. Okay, 15 and a 6. And performance. Where do I find performance? -1. Okay. So is it the best of 2?
It's good.
Okay.
The goblin is dying kind of peacefully.
Dirk's gonna go over to the goblin. Sort of, is he like on the ground or is somebody carrying him or?
I believe someone's carrying him.
I'm carrying him.
Yes.
Lorcar.
Put him down for a second. Let me try something.
Did anybody bother?
Did anybody bother to ask the kid what his name was? Make sure we have the right kid.
Oh, are you Timmy? We're gonna get you home, little dude.
Timmy sounds like Ruggy. I like him.
It's almost as though they're voiced by the same schmuck.
No, that would just be too weird.
Alright, go ahead and put the goblin down for a second. Let me try something.
What do you got?
Alright, so I set the goblin down at your feet.
Alright. I squat down, hand the goblin my flask and a cigarette out of my breast pocket.
You give it the flask, downs it, cigarette, smokes it.
I walk behind the goblin, and Dirk just says, "Happy trails, partner." And he pulls out his revolver and just plugs him in the back of the head.
Ayla's gonna start crying.
Sorry. Through the head. You got a dead goblin.
Well, he ain't suffering no more.
Like, man, that's way better. And Shaggy is gonna attempt to calm down the child with an 11 persuasion.
That child is panicking, scared, wants to go home right now.
Cullen goes over to the kid and taking the kid's like probably sitting on the ground or wherever he is. He dips down to his level, which is still probably much given relative size, still probably towering over him. He's down on his elbows at this stage to talk to the kid, and he levels at him and says, "Kid, you've been incredibly brave to get through all this. Because I know a lot of grown men who would not have been able to keep anything together after seeing what you've just seen." And I pull out my sling, and I said, "When I was about your age, I was faced with the biggest challenge that I had ever seen when the guard dog of the King of Ulster came to kill me because I was unfortunate enough to step into his garden with this sling and a lucky shot. I knocked that dog dead. I think from what you've just gone through, you deserve this more than I do." I handle the sling above the table. This is not that same sling, but I feel like the kid needs to hear it.
Can I see a deception check from you?
Oh crap! Oh, 18. Wait, and I think I get a negative modifier on that. Deception, yeah, -1. So 17.
The kid takes a sling, pockets it, continues crying, and starts to walk back towards the Beastlands, now asking to be brought home. At which point the party will know there was payment offered. We are above the table looking to kind of speed to a finish.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you guys going to go to first to bring these
I think-
folks back?
So we have an agreement to go bring them back to
Sir.
serve.
But they don't want to go back.
But you pinky promised.
Serp wanted them safe. He didn't want them necessarily brought to him.
I just promised not to hurt him and to keep him safe.
I'll veto any steps to go back to Sir.
We need to go back and maybe see Lucky. I'm sure the kid would really like some of that pink drink stuff. That might make him feel better.
Oh, I bet it would too.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Y'all make your way back?
Yeah.
Cool. That'll see 250 gold for each of you. Higher than the initial amount quoted, if memory serves. Lucky looks thrilled to have this child back. The child is stressed. Lucky also looks to the mother. The mother is rather distant, actually. She is now recounting details on her way back about the death of her husband and how that impacted her ability to survive this. She quietly weeps. You reach 250 gold richer. You brought the child back. And you're also looking at the beginning, at the very least, of a, maybe not war, but definitely not a peace with the goblins.
Thinking like tickle fight area.
Yeah. If there's nothing anybody else wants to do, that'll see the end of today's game.
Yep.
Cool.
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 Thank
That's
you
it.
all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and share and tag people in this. We're bored and we just want to hang out and do games. So every like and subscribe helps. Tag me directly. My name's Brad. Message me on the back end. Be like, hey Brad, how you doing? I'll message you back. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I do get busy. Sometimes I go to bed. I might not message you back.